All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakak Badash. On double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who teach and rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect, to the Bayit Shadawadah, the house of David, and the men, women, and children listening and learning. Unto you I say Shalom. All right. My name is Karatazai out of the Men of Valor Las Vegas camp. Back with another lesson today. We're going to go into, being humble. All right. Wanted to title this lesson, some of you need to shut the hell up and listen, to that effect. All right, because we know that this knowledge, isn't something of ourselves. This is a spiritual knowledge. This wisdom is gifted unto us, through the will and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And He can take it away in any second, and He could bestow more on you, the more diligence you show. So we have to keep that in mind. Brothers out here let this knowledge get to their head. All right, this lesson was brought, was sparked. I was watching the GMS camp out in Boston, and they were going into it, and they brought out the scripture I'm about to pull out. And then it was just heavy on my spirit these last couple of days. I didn't get to this lesson, and today I woke up, in the spirit. I know how to get this one out. So this is going to be the book of 1 Corinthians. It's going to be chapter 8 and verse 1. And it reads, "Now as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth." All right? Because some brothers let this knowledge get to their head. As you see these other camps, these 2/3 camps out here, preaching on false doctrine and using, teachings of the apostles and the apostles' elders, from One West, starting with Albert Bivens. They act as if they made this whole thing up themselves, and even the apostles of GMS know that, this spirit, this knowledge and wisdom comes from, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. So y'all need to get off your high horse and stop acting like you know it all, man. Because that's not the spirit to be in. All right. So verse 2 says, "And if any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing, yet as he ought to know." All right. That's right. You come around, and also, people that walk by the camps, that think they know these precepts, they'll try to start running the camp like they're edifying you, and that's not the case, man. That's why you need to shut the hell up and listen, because this is for your benefit. But Yahweh Bashim Yahushua didn't put that spirit on them. They think that they know it all because they have a scholar degree, or they've been raised by pork chop pastors. All right. So when they see the prophets on the street, they try to say what their story is. They try to tell you what they think the right thing is, and then their excuse is always, "Oh, that's not what I learned. Well, I don't think this. That's why we don't go lean not upon thy own understanding." Okay. This lesson's for you brothers in this truth. Don't let this knowledge get to your head. All right. It's going to be the book of Isaiah 5 and 21. It says, "Woe unto them that are wise in their own sight." It's like it. "Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes, and prudent in their own sight." And this chapter is talking about the wicked. But that's a trait of the wicked that some of you that some of y'all let that spirit get on you. Okay? Looking, just because you learned a little something about this truth, now you're taking it to the next level and you're going too far with it. You're pushing up on brothers that's been doing this thing for longer, and trying to override what they're saying when you don't have the experience or the understanding. Okay? Because you need that. What is wisdom without understanding? Let's get that in Proverbs 4. This is Proverbs 4 and 17. Let me get there. It says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. With all that getting, get understanding. Because if you don't have the understanding, then you can't use this wisdom. And what is wisdom if you're not being able to use it? It's nothing. Yeah, you might be able to be a parrot, but you're never gonna reach that next level. You can't grow. All right, without the understanding, you can't make use of this wisdom. Then this wisdom is all for nothing. All right, but being prudent in your own eyes, saying, yeah, I'm, some of y'all try to act like y'all the next apostle. That's what Alazar want to be. He want to be the head chief priest, the high priest. That's who he think he is. And you can tell by his actions he don't know shit. Yeah, he got scriptural knowledge, but he out there doing the same things as these 2/3, man. He out there being a regular ass 2/3 Jake. Just like his PIC, partner in crime, Deacon, whatever his name is. Saki, this is pardon my rant. This is Galatians 6 and 3. For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, for if a man think himself to be something, he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. Okay? Man, because the wisest man knows that he knows nothing at all. All right? And that was in that Erykah Badu song, Even though she wicked, there was a point there. Okay? That's telling you right in here. If a man think himself to be something, he is nothing. All right? He doesn't have the humility. He doesn't go by the scriptures knowing that the man's goings is of the Lord. Okay? This is going to be Romans 12 and 16. Romans 12 and 16. Be of the same mind, one toward another. Mind not high things, but consent to men of low estate. Be not wise in your own conceits. All right? Be not wise of your own understanding. We have to be taught this truth. We have to go search out for these things. And when we don't know something, we have to go find the right answers. From who? From the elders. From the brothers that's been in this truth above us. We can't just be going off of our own opinion. What does the Yahushua say? He says, be ye perfect as I am. We have to be perfect in this truth. We have to get this sound doctrine. And not be going off like these other camps. Like these other false prophets. Speaking smooth things. Things that make people want to watch. No, we got to bring out that stuff that that hurts sometimes because people don't want to hear the truth. the majority of people not gonna like this truth because it's not what they want to hear. All right, they didn't like Yahweh Shai, and this is the spirit of Yahweh Shai. So they not gonna like it. And that's how you know you're doing the right thing. Is when you're hated amongst men. Okay, because we don't do things for the glory in the sight of men. All right, that's the consolation of the world. We want the consolation of the Most High, which is the kingdom. We want our fame and our glory in the kingdom. We don't give a shit about what you think about us on this side. Okay, but mind not hide things. The glory and the riches. Those doctorate degrees. And don't think because you're on a higher level, intellectually than another brother might be. Don't think you still can't be edified by him, because he might not have the right enunciation of the words, or he might have a stutter. Okay, but that doesn't mean you can't learn from him. All right, and that doesn't mean that you can't teach him. Do you understand that? Because being not wise in your own conceits, thinking that because this brother sounds some type of way or looks some type of way, looks like he ain't nothing, might not, just because he looks like he won't be able to get it, doesn't mean that he's not going to be able to get it. He may just be of the elect. All right? So we got to tell this truth to everybody and teach, no matter what their appearance is. All right? Judge not their appearance. All right? Because there's brothers out there that you would probably never expect to think have this knowledge and wisdom by their outward appearance. There's brothers there's a brother in GMS with a bad speech impediment, but when he do these lessons, Yahweh Bashim Yahshai puts the spirit on him, and it clears up to some degree, and he's edifying. Okay, this is Romans, but it all starts with humility. If you don't have the humility, you can't learn this. You have no knowledge. You will never be able to get the understanding. Yeah, it might make sense, and you might be able to have some zeal, but you won't get that understanding. This is Hebrews 5 and 12. We're going to go to 1 Peter. 1 Peter 5 and verse 5. It says, likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. That's not talking about because somebody's old, older than you. That it's talking about an elder in this truth. Yea, all of you be subject one to another. All right, what's it mean to be subject? Being in order. All right, in order one to another, and know that you can get rebuked from a younger brother if he sees something wrong. And if he goes about it the right way and rebukes you the right way, you have to take it. You have to take it like a man. You have to learn from that rebuke if it's correct, and if it's not, then you tell him why it's not correct. But you sort out your differences right there and then. All right, 1 Peter 5 and 5. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Yea, all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility. For the Most High resisteth the proud, and giveth grace to the humble. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of the Most High, that he may exalt you in due time. All right, he resisteth the proud. He stiff-arming the proud. Get out the picture. I'm not fucking with you. It's that Marshawn Lynch. And when you humble yourself, you're giving, it's glorifying the Most High. When you humble yourselves to an elder, Because he's in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You know, you're showing that order and decency. If you're not doing that, then you're out of order. And Yahweh Bashem Yahushua deals with order. There's an order in everything. There's an order in this world. To the creations of the world. All right? To the status of every nation, to the status of every tribe within Yasharallah. All right. You know why was Judah the head tribe? Because they're the least. All right. But if you don't humble yourselves, you can't be exalted by the Most High. You won't be able to get there. You won't be able to reach that level of perfection. All right, because that's what we're striving for. We're striving for perfection. We're going through a purification process to reach another level. This is Hebrews 5 and 12. And it says, "For when the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of the Most High, and are become such as have need of strong milk, and not Slakia, and are become such as have need of milk, and not of strong meat." And that milk, you know, is the basics. You know, the strong meat are the deep mysteries. Okay? But we need that milk first. Get that strong, solid foundation. Build up those spiritual bones. You know, they say that bones makes your builds up calcium. You know, and that's good for your bones. Well, this is spiritual. Okay. Get that solid foundation. But wait, you got to submit yourself to the elder. And listen to what he's telling you. Listen to the things that he's teaching so you can go out and teach that same thing. It's not hard. But it's hard to the ones that are hard-headed. You know, what is it's saying, this is a stiff-necked people. All right? This is James 1 and 19. And it says, "Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath, swift to hear." You got 2 eyes and 2 ears. Hey, 1 mouth. So shut the hell up and listen. All right? These, you know, everybody want to teach when they don't know nothing. Everybody, when they see a camera, they want to act like they have all this knowledge. When the camera comes out, you start acting different. No. Know what the Most High has given you. Okay? And know your place. Don't let that knowledge get to your head. You know, sometimes I got to check myself. You know, when around the elders, like, man, they got 10 plus years of experience. What am I even saying nothing when I could be, you know, soaking up game? All right, I got a couple more scripts and we're going to close out. This is Sirach 3, verse 29. It says, "The heart of the prudent will understand a parable, and an attentive ear is the desire of a wise man." Okay? The wise will understand these parables. You know, why thou, you know, speakest in parables? Okay, what the disciples ask Yahushua. All right, because the mysteries were given unto you. He writes it in a code to make sure you're really on the same page as him. To make you understand. So now when I'm speaking, you're solving that puzzle with I'm speaking. So now I know you have the understanding. But the heart of the prudent, the mind of the prudent, the mind of the wise will understand a parable. You know, those dark secrets, those dark sayings. Will understand the truth. And an attentive ear, someone who's listening always, is the desire of a wise man. We're not looking for the glory and the praise of men. Keep that for yourselves. I only want my glory and praise, or my prize from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. I want my blessings from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, that's who I'm looking to be. To get that reward from. I want him to look down and say, I'm pleased with him. You've done well. But you have to desire an attentive ear before wanting knowledge just to speak. Most of y'all just want this glorification amongst men. You're looking for that approval amongst your peers. And that's not the spirit. This is the book of Sirach 3:18. It says, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. Okay? So the more knowledge you gain, the more status, not even a good word. The more experience, the more wiser you become. You need to match that with humility. Not a name saying I'm the commander, general, admiral, high priest. We're not looking for ranks. Commanding general, we don't need that. You got to talk to 4 people before you can get to me. You're supposed to, what did it say back in, I believe that was Romans that I read earlier. You have to be able to go speak amongst ordinary men. All right? Some of y'all think because I'm this, and look how, even though this is a cardinal example, when Sakari went to go, they try to push up on vocab. Well, he had like security there, they couldn't even get to him. So, hey, tell vocab we need to talk to him. Man, vocab not dealing with y'all. He's scared of y'all probably. But yeah, man. That's what it's about. With the more humility, that's the balance of things. With knowledge and wisdom, and growing, you need to humble you. It humbles you even that much more if you have that understanding. A lot of y'all know this truth, but don't have the understanding. Don't do don't work on your actions. We can go back to Book of James for that. Be doers of the word. I got it right here. This is James 1:22. But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. All right? Let's just go back to what we started off with. Drive this lesson home. Lord willing, it's been edifying. You know, this is going to be 1 Corinthians 8 and 1. This is now, as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we have all knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth. And if any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing, yet as he ought to know. Alright? So don't let that knowledge get to your head. Man. And shut the hell up and listen, especially when you amongst the elders and people you can learn from, man. You can't learn nothing if you talking. Okay? So with that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushai by Hashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect, to the Bayash that would die, the house of David. Shalom.